Hey mamas, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Toya. I'm a mom of two. I'm navigating co-parenting during the holidays myself. And today we're going to talk about tips to help you have a peaceful holiday season while co-parenting. This video is great even if it's your first year co-parenting during the holiday season and you have no idea what to expect, or if you've been at this for a while but you can't quite get the peace and love part right in the holiday season. So I'm here to help you out. Stay tuned and check out these 5 tips that I have to co-parent peacefully during the holidays. So we already know, even for 2-parent homes with a healthy family dynamic, that the holidays can bring about a lot of emotions, high stress situations, expectations, and conflict, just even in a healthy family dynamic. So when you're co-parenting, that level of stress can be 10x easily. Because now we have 2 holidays, 2 houses, who gets who when, how long, what time is pickup, who's going to cover this portion of the gift cost, what are you buying, what am I buying? It can be a lot, okay? It can be stressful. And if you're already in a high conflict situation, sis, I got some tips for you, okay? Because, yeah. So tip number 1 is accept that it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to grieve. And there is no limit on how long you will be grieving the loss of the family dynamic you wish you would have had. You know, no one goes into marriage hoping that one day I'll be spending the holidays alone and without my kids. Nobody is hoping for that. So it's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry if you need to. If you need to journal about it, or maybe you need to go to therapy twice that week to kind of prepare yourself or kind of manage the emotions. It's okay to feel sad. Don't rush yourself through those sad emotions because they're valid and it does suck. And this is not what you planned. So it's okay to honor your feelings. So tip number 1 is feel sad if you need to feel sad. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel off. Just remember, this is not the end of your joy. Your holidays do look differently, but they're not ruined. They just need a little shaping. Okay? Tip number 2 is to plan ahead. Planning is one of the most important tips of all 5 of these tips that I'm going to give you, because a lot of things can just be avoided with better communication and better planning. So things like, what time are you picking them up? What are you buying? What am I buying? Am I responsible for buying all of the gifts and you're going to help fund the purchasing of the gifts? We have to discuss this, okay? What are the kids going to be wearing? Because I know in the Black household, we got outfits for the living room. So what are they wearing? Do I need to go get them an outfit? Are they getting matching pajamas? Like, what's the deal on the outfit? Now, I know everybody's household is not like this, but my kids get new outfits for the holidays because we like to show out for the living room. That's just my family. So what are they wearing? What time are you picking them up? What time are you bringing them back? Am I coming to pick them up, or are you dropping them off in my mama's house? You see what I'm saying? So planning is extremely, extremely important. Make sure you do that well before the actual holiday comes. Like, me and my ex have already planned out. Well, this video is going to come out after Thanksgiving, but this is before Thanksgiving. I'm filming this and we've already planned out who's picking up who's dropping off where. We've already got all that settled. So when the day comes, you're not confused or frustrated and trying to figure out, well, why didn't you do this? Because you said you were going. So to avoid all of that, plan, my friend. And just to piggyback off of who's buying what and what are you buying them and what am I buying them for Christmas, don't try to one-up your ex. Kids don't need all of that. You don't have to do the absolute most just because now you're divorced, separated, or you guys have broken up if you weren't married. There's no reason to overcompensate with material things. When I first separated from my ex-husband, I did have that problem bad. Like, I would go without stuff that I needed because I was trying to get them things that they really didn't need, but I was not used to being away from my kids that much. So it was kind of like when I had them, I wanted to make sure every single moment was packed with fun, memories, very rich experiences. So it was like I was trying to overcompensate in that way, but it's really not healthy, and you don't want to raise brats as a result of divorce or separation. So unpack that in therapy, sis, but don't try to overcompensate with material things. So it's no reason to do the absolute most when it comes to these gifts. Yes, you know, give your kids what you can afford. Do your best, of course, but don't do the absolute most because you're trying to one-up your ex, because that's childish, and we're grown. All right, we're grown over here, and we want to exude Christ-like behavior, right? We're Christ followers, right? Yeah. So we're not trying to one up nobody or make somebody else look bad, or we're going to be good moms, but we're also going to be good stewards as well of our kids and our coins. Tip number 3. Sometimes you're going to have to be the bigger person. I know. It's tough. You may feel like you're always being the bigger person, but it's just a part of it. It's like a necessary evil. Sis, you're going to have to do it, okay? If you want to have a low conflict, low stress holiday season while you're co-parenting, you're going to have to be the bigger person. That may mean that you feel like I'm spending more money on the gifts than he is. Or he's saying that he's only going to give me this amount for the Christmas gifts, and he knows that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? You may have to take the L. But, hear me out. It's going to be okay, sis. Because again, God got you. And he is not going to let you go without. God is a provider. He's going to get you every single thing that you need. God may show up with some unconventional provision. Okay? You might get a blessing from somebody and you weren't even expecting it. One of your coworkers may be like, you know what your babies want for Christmas this year? I got you, girl. I'm going to get the bike. Okay? It can happen. Trust me. I've experienced this before. Even when I was still in my marriage, one of my clients knew that something was off. I'm going to just say that. She knew that something was off. And she asked me after I got done with her hair one day, she was like, have you started Christmas shopping yet? I was like, no, I haven't. And I'm just going about doing her hair. And she was like, do you have somebody after me? I was like, no, I don't have anybody after you today. You're my only one for today. It's been real slow lately. And she was like, you know what? Can you go to Walmart with me? I said, yeah, I go to Walmart with you. I ain't doing nothing. So I got done with her hair and we went to Walmart. And y'all, when we got in there, she was like, look, get your kids whatever you want them to have. I'm going to pay for it. Now, mind you, she had just got her hair done and she paid for her hair. But she said, whatever your kids want, I'm going to pay for it. And I was like, no, you don't have to do this. She was like, I'm being obedient. Don't block my blessing. Get the shopping. So that's what I did. I got both of my baby's bikes. I got both of them helmets. I got them some knee pads. I got them some toys. And I remember during that time we were in the store, I picked up a toy for my son. It was kind of like one of those big egg things that come with all the surprises on the inside. And I didn't want to get him the big one because I didn't want to be, it's like you already buying him a bike and a helmet and all this other stuff. Like, no. She was like, I put it in the basket and she looked at me and she was like, now, if you were in here shopping on your own and money wasn't an issue, would you get him that size egg? I was like, no, I wouldn't. She said, well, get the one you would get if money wasn't a problem. And y'all, I'm not making this up. And God has done that for me so many times before. So, sis, I said that to say, be the bigger person. You're not going to regret it. It's for your baby anyway. What point do you have to prove to someone who you already know need prayer and covering? Okay? You know that man's special anyway. Why are you trying to prove something to him? Sis, be the bigger person. Take the L. The L is temporary because God is going to restore you. Trust me. He will send a blessing. Okay? He will send manna from heaven. We have to remind ourselves of the God we serve because we'll show up differently in co-parenting if we do that. If you truly believe that my God is a provider and he's going to meet all of my needs according to his riches and glory, then why am I tripping with my ex about me having to spend an extra $100 on a video game? It's nothing. I got it. My daddy is rich. What do you mean? So, be the big person. Okay, so tip number 4 is, drum roll, keep the magic and leave the drama. Sis, when your baby's coming to your home, whether they're coming on Christmas Eve or the day after Christmas, when they come into your home, you be the magic, sis. 9 times out of 10, you were the magic when you were in the relationship for the holidays anyway. So keep that same energy. You be the magic. When your babies come in the house, you have the Christmas cookies ready to bake. You have the Christmas movies on, Christmas lights up, okay? Create the magic. Don't worry about all the other stuff. They daddy could have just went off on you in a text message 5 minutes before they got to the house. None of that matters anymore. The babies are here. Okay? The stars of the show are here. At least that's how I operate. When my babies come through the door, it's like hugs, kisses. Hey, how was your day? I'm not asking them questions about what happened at the other house and what did he do? What did he get you some cookies? What did y'all watch Christmas movies? Oh, that's none of my business. Okay? I let him parent how he wants to parent when he has them, and I parent the way I'm going to parent when I have them. So keep the magic and leave the drama. Don't pull your babies into a tug of war between parents during the holidays. Don't make them choose either. If they call you and say, Mommy, can we stay here one more night? Or Daddy said we're going to go to see Christmas lights tomorrow. Can we stay? It's about the kids. It's about the kids. It's not about you. It's not about your ego. Sis, put your pride to the side. Low conflict. Bite the bullet. Go to God about it. And keep the magic and leave the drama. Okay? Okay. That is tip number 4. Last but not least, tip number 5 is fill your cup while the kids are away. When the kids leave during the holiday season, it can be extremely hard because the silence is so loud in the house. You're used to hearing giggling, movies going. You're used to hearing the screaming and the fuss. I know my son and my daughter, they fuss about anything. Name something. And I'm so used to the noise that when it gets quiet sometimes, that can be some of the hardest moments for me. So make sure that you take time to fill your cup. Make sure you're taking bubble baths. Make sure you're journaling. You're praying. You're listening to your worship music. Maybe you cut on a workout video on YouTube. My girl Grow with Joe on YouTube. Y'all check her out. I love her like dance exercise videos. Oh, they bring me so much peace. Because it's something about moving your body and getting that energy out of your body as you're moving and dancing to worship music. It just feels amazing. So find ways to fill your cup when the house is empty, because the silence is the hardest part of co-parenting during the holidays for me. So I also like to sometimes maybe talk to my friends on Marco Polo. Both of my best friends are long distance. And I'm still told about that, but that's a whole nother video for another day. Both of my friends, my besties, are long distance. So I like to send them videos when I'm feeling that way. I'm feeling alone. I like to read. I'm a book girly. I'm going to share some books with you guys later. But I love to read. I love to just sometimes listen to lo-fi music and just sit and stare at the wall. Like to just quiet my mind. I have so much going on in here. I'm a thinker. So just sitting in silence really does help. But find ways to fill your cup, sis. Don't focus so much on their absence. Focus on filling your cup, so when you have them with you, those moments will be even more richer. You'll be more present because you're not distracted or exhausted or running on fumes because you've already filled your cup up. So that's tip number 5. Fill your cup. So to every mom who is co-parenting during the holidays, sis, just know you're not alone. You are not alone. You have a whole community of women who are in the exact same position you're in. This is not rare. We all likely feel the same way about it. We miss our babies and we wish they were at home with us, but they're not. So it's okay to cry. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to laugh. Don't feel guilty for having joy if your kids aren't around for the holidays. Sometimes when my babies are not with me and I'm really enjoying myself, like truly having a good time, I would sometimes feel bad. Like, oh my goodness, I probably shouldn't be laughing this hard. Like, I'm supposed to be sad right now, right? You know, like, so don't feel bad if you're having a good time. If you're actually enjoying Christmas Eve alone, watching the Grinch in your fuzzy pajamas. If you love that and you're here for it, then sis, enjoy yourself, okay? So just know that I'm praying for you during this holiday season. You are not alone. And that I'm praying for peace for all of you guys as you co-parent during this holiday season. I'm praying that everybody has a low conflict holiday season. Okay? In Jesus' name. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know how this video helped you. If you used any of these tips, give me some feedback and let me know how it went, okay? All right, until next time, bye.